Hi everyone. We're starting out today by a process of showing you the process of how to change your drive band on your spinning wheel. And this is my Ashford Traditional. This is my very first wheel, gorgeous wheel. And I noticed when I was prepping for this workshop that the drive band right here, there's a spot that's just about to fling. So why not change it right now? I'm going to put on the Turbo Kit poly cord, and what comes in the kit is you get a length of the poly cord, and you get a very useful, very handy little wooden block. So keep track of that because you will need it. The other thing you're going to need is a lighter or a pack of matches or a candle. You need a flame because you have to melt these two ends together, and a pair of scissors. So the first thing you do is you lower your maidenhead, and that's what this whole unit is called, this piece that has the flyer and the two posts. So I'm going to lower it, and that's turning this knob counterclockwise, and you see as I'm doing that, the band gets droopier and droopier. Here we go, we're committed now. Got rid of the old one, and you can really see how a drive band weathers. This one is yellowed, and it's just not, well, no, it still is quite elastic. Maybe I'll save some of that, put that for later. Anyway, this is what I have now. So the first thing you do is you just figure out the size of it. The size that you want. I come up around my wheel and I overlap it by just about an inch from one cut end to what this is. Just a little bit of an inch, because each end is you're going to lose maybe about 1/8 of an inch with the melting process. So if I start with just about that much, this is what I have. Now I don't have to, I've measured it against the wheel, so those are my sizes, but now I can kind of move away from here a little bit. I'll just take the flyer off. You still need it to be on your wheel. Like, I can't just take it over here. It has to be part of the wheel. So I've got my wooden thing. What is going to happen is I'm going to melt these two ends, and then while it is dripping hot molten plastic, you insert it into the groove. There's a groove in this wooden thing, and you hold it in place. It's as simple as that. Then once it cools down in about 30 seconds, then you have the option to trim the edges. So let's give this a try. So I'm going to melt these ends so they're nice and plasticky melted. Hope the fire alarm doesn't go off. Now I'm putting them right into the groove. There's a bulge. I'm not worried about that bulge because I will be trimming that. So I will just hold it in place for 30 seconds. This is not the kind of thing to rush, because if you rush it, you just end up with what I had before is a loose joint, and that's really, if you're going to go through this trouble, might as well do it right. So it feels cool. I'm going to take it out, and now you see that there is a bit of a bulge. Make sure that is nice and there. I'm going to roll it a bit because some of it is still a bit soft. There we go. Now, if you have an X-Acto blade, you can really kind of trim this just so there's not that huge sort of ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom every time it goes around. I'm just going to trim it a bit. Another bit of trimming to just kind of, okay. I'll make it a little more perfect when I'm home with my X-Acto blade, but this, for now, this is going to do the trick. So I can put it back on my wheel. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Here we go. Let's get this one on first, because then I have something to hold it against. And you see how when you're putting it on that way, you can just kind of, now it looks a bit droopy, but don't despair, because now you tighten up you lift up the maidenhead just like that. That's about what I like about that. And it's done.